As you are aware, we do not negotiate with terrorists. And against every instinct in my heart, every emotion as a mother, I told him not to pay the ransom. I thought we had time on our side.
You used the girl as bait?
Yes. When I was suddenly asked to play it, you know, it was a complete role reversal, because it's always been a man. Emma's always been a man. And a lot of people thought that was because Stella Rimington was head of MI6, but I think it was thought that it ought to be a woman before she got her position, that position. And I think it does kind of bring it up to date a bit. And it's huge fun to be able to be his boss. It's lovely.
It's a tactical fission device. Low yield. Hold me steady.
You've defused hundreds of these, right?
Yeah, but they're usually standing still.
Yeah, well, life's full of small challenges. Have a look at this. Someone stripped the screw heads.
Someone's tampered with the bomb.
I love them. They're fun. It's a fantasy, and I think the women have changed over the years too, which makes it really interesting. You know, Bond meets his challenge, so which I think is, as far as my character.
This was a movie that offered me the chance to show a different face.
But then you read the script, you're a Bond girl and you're not kissing James Bond. You have no sex scenes with him.
That's why I kill myself, you know. I call myself Bond killer and not Bond girl, because I just try to kill, you know, cannot kill Bond.
Yeah.
It's a game, so I was laughing since the beginning, from the beginning, because I knew that, you know, it's a game, it's something funny. I like that, it's a fairy tale.
And you're part of the action. Was that fun to do the action scene?
It was, you know, the best. The best. You don't have to take care about your acting because it's all action. So the best part is no one in that movie can judge me for my acting, you know? It's all action. I stayed just the time to say, ciao, welcome, and then I leave. So no responsibility.
That's so honest of you to say that, because, you know, I think Denise Richards will explain her part as being a character actress, and, you know, it's all like a game, no?
You know, it's more dangerous. I do the dangerous things, but at the same time, I didn't do anything dangerous against me.
Right, for yourself.
But I'm there, you know. It's like, I call it like a commercial for my own benefit.
Now, pay attention, 007.
Now, pay attention, please.
Everybody loves Q. Everybody waits for it. For me, he's like the Merlin. You know, he's the last person that Bond sees before he goes out on the mission. Now, pay attention, Bond. These are your tricks. I suppose we all have to pay the piper sometime, right, Q?
Oh, pipe down, 007.
Die Desmond LLewelyn die is dus al sinds 1963 Q in de James Bond film. Dus dat is die man die al die rare dingen bedenkt. De gadgets voor James Bond. Een pen waar hij de boel mee kan opblazen en zo. En het lijkt erop dat dit zijn laatste film was. Die man is nu 84. Hij heeft 3-4 dagen werktijd per James Bond achter de rug. Teert daar eindeloos op, want hij reist de hele wereld af als zijnde de man uit James Bond. Maar het lijkt alsof het nu afgelopen is. En er wordt ook een nieuwe Q geïntroduceerd in deze film. En dat vind ik wel heel verrassend, want dat is dus John Cleese.
Something you destroyed, my fishing boat. From my retirement, away from you.
It's a scene that people are very affectionate about. They're very affectionate about Desmond. Desmond is now in his mid-80s. He likes to keep going with it, but he said to me, I can't handle all this technical chat. Don't give me any of that. So, you know, we want to look for a kind of a partner for him.
Now, I want to introduce you to the young fellow I'm grooming to follow me.
Ah.
Helps if you open the door.
And you might be... This is 007.
If you're Q, does that make him R?
Ah, the legendary 007 whip. Well, they simply asked me. I just got this strange request, which I didn't understand, about being in the movie. And I said, well, what is it? And they said, well, you're going to be Q's assistant, and he may or may not be called R. I think they haven't quite made their mind up still. But anyway, I'm Q's assistant. And I was just terribly intrigued, because I love doing slightly strange things. You know, one of the best phone calls of my life was when Larry Kasdan rang me up and asked me to be in Silverado, the Western. It's marvelous to be able to collect these odd, unexpected things. So, and also the Bond organization. It's like some great, happy, slightly shambolic family in which some of the people at Pinewood Studios had their grandfathers working on the first Bond. So it's a lovely kind of feeling, and I'm just pleased to be part of it. And you might be... This is 007.
If you're Q, does that make him R?
Ah, yes, the legendary 007 wit. Or at least half of it. Now, I dare say, 007, that you've met your match with this machine.
Yeah, new model, improved specs.
I thought you were on the inactive roster, some kind of injury.
Yes, well, we'll see about that.
Is there any preparation for you, or do you just go to the set and be what you...
Yes,
what
no,
you
I
are?
just go to the set and learn my lines and hope that I get them right. But luckily this time, John Cleese has to say all the difficult stuff.
Is that luckily, or is that like, oh, the competition comes
Oh,
in?
no, very lucky, because I never have understood what I'm talking about. And I don't think he does either. Oh, I've always thought anybody who is seriously interested in technology has got something wrong with them, you know, something missing. It's somewhere in the emotional part of themselves. So I have terrible trouble with these lines today. I've got something about saying a multitasking, heads up something, which I simply cannot remember, and I'm usually quite good at remembering lines. So it's written up on a little card inside the car. As I was saying, the very latest in intercept and counter something.
Take mine.
Right, all right. Very latest in intercept and what is it? Counter what? As I was saying, the very latest in intercepts and countermeasures. Titanium armor, a multitasking heads-up display, and 6 beverage cup holders.
John, of course, is magnificently superb. And there's only 2 men in the world that make me laugh. John Cleese is one and Robin Williams is the other.
All in all, rather stocked.
Fully loaded is the expression, I think.
I think.
You're not here to think, you're here to do what I tell you.
Oh, but of course.
Now, why don't you get over there and demonstrate the code for 007?
This is a Bond movie, and I think the great things about the Bond movies have been the stunts, you know? That you know this isn't computer generated, this is for real. So this thing looks real, and so this is our signature. You are in a Bond movie within 1.5 minutes of sitting down, here you are.
Wat ik altijd zo mooi vind bij die James Bond films, en ik geloof dat... Nou, ik heb Sean Connery wel eens gesproken over een James Bond film en Roger Moore ook. En nu dan met Pierce Brosnan weer precies hetzelfde. Die acteurs die zeggen altijd dat ze het merendeel van de stunts hebben ze zelf gedaan. Not.
We've rehearsed it quite a few times beforehand. Doing it actually onto land, you'd think that was more risky, but it isn't, because we could put a soft landing area, so if he was upside down, he'd just land on boxes, and they have a very strong roll cage in those boats anyway. So he'd just roll, or he did roll along the ground. The danger comes when you're doing it in the water, and a roll cage won't really work if he does stay upside down.
You've got a trigger button on the steering wheel, and that's finger light. I mean, you've got to be doing 4,025 revs, so you're sort of looking at the button, looking at the ramp to make sure you're on course, then looking at the revs, then looking at the button to make sure like the slightest wave could touch it, or the impact of the ramp could actually touch it. And then you've also got to press the button just as you're clearing the ramp to make sure you get the right turn in the air to land the right way up back in the water the other side.
Last time I did this was on a lake. It's a nice, calm, straight, flat lake. Today's the Thames, so I have no idea what to expect. I mean, it could be a bit, hairy.
All right, here we go.
Here we go then, guys, we're shooting.
Turn over.
Stand by then, here we go. And action, Gary.
Having interviewed Roger Moore about James Bond and Timothy Dalton, that they always say, you know, the stunts I do myself, of course. I perform all the stunts, so most of the stunts I did myself.
Yeah.
Now I hear you saying that too, no? Like,
Yeah.
so is that publicity? Because, you know, I think when people, you know, when you watch a movie on DVD, now, if you watch a movie on DVD or on video, you can just, frame by frame, you go back and you see, okay, that wasn't you. Doesn't matter. I mean, it's okay.
Did I ever say to you, did I ever lie to you that it was all me? Did I ever say it was all me? No, I said I do some of the stunts.
Okay.
You know.
Is that part of the fun?
It is, yeah. You have to know your limitations and know what you can do and what you can handle and what you can't handle. And if you're going to play this role to the best of your ability and the believability for an audience, then you should be able to participate in the stunts. Did I do the bungee jump? No. 750 feet?
Of course.
Give us a break.
Right.
Did I do the fire stunt on this? Yeah. That was me. On the wires. Did I do the boat? Yes. Did I do the roll? No.
Right.
Did I do the fights? Yes. Did I do the sex scenes? Yes. Did I drink the vodka martini? Yes.
It's like a confession.
No. It's just setting the record straight.
Right.
Right, here we go. Shooting. Everybody lighten their toes here. Be aware. Turn over. 3, 2, 1.
It's good crack. It's great. How often do you get to do this? You know, go down the River Thames and clapping along at 60 miles an hour with the theme music playing and a beautiful babe up in front.
Stop! Stop! He didn't finish! Stop!
Ik vind Pierce Brosnan dus steeds beter worden als James Bond. De humor is echt weer teruggebracht in de film. De openingsscène, het eerste half uur van die film is briljant. Echt heel erg goed gedaan. Nee, de conclusie is dat ik het een hartstikke goede film vind.
So you're a British spy. Do you have a name?
Name's Bond. James Bond.